Thanks for tuning in. Today I'll be doing a review on WGU, or Western Governors University. I attended WGU for my bachelor's degree in networking and security, and I also earned an MBA degree from them. It's definitely a school that's not easy and not for everyone, but you can definitely take advantage and finish faster than going to a traditional college if you are the right fit. Let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is, how does WGU work? So first of all, WGU is competency based, which means you can earn credits or finish classes in as fast as one day if you already have the knowledge on the subject, or in a couple of days, weeks, or months. In order for you to get a pass on a class, you have to pass an exam, write a paper, or a combination of both. You get automatic approval to take a class after taking a pre-assessment that measures your current level on a subject. If you get around 80% or better, you can automatically take the actual test. And if you pass the test, you get the credits. Simple as that. For the pre-assessment, you do not get proctored, but for the actual exam, you have to hook up a webcam so a proctor watches you take your exam, so there's no cheating done. You now also get to request a pause during an exam where you can take a bathroom break. This is useful for those super long 3-hour long tests. A good example would be the finance class that I took for the MBA. Taking a bathroom break was definitely useful. Now, if you fail class, you have to schedule a quick meeting with the class instructor, and they'll provide you with a guide that you have to follow to review and do your second attempt. If you fail again, there's another meeting that needs to be done with the course instructor, and there's a third attempt guide you will need to follow. If you fail for a third time, you will have to pay out of pocket around $60. I only had to do this once for the CCNA, which really kicked my butt. But in a traditional college, if you fail the final exam, you are pretty much screwed and will have to retake the class for a whole other semester. You also need to have weekly or bi-weekly meetings with your mentor, who gives you guidelines if you are on pace or if you're falling behind in each class that you take. They are a great resource whenever you have any questions and will motivate you so you don't get behind on your work. When I did my IT degree, my mentor would tell me how much work I was behind on to stay on schedule, so I could complete classes that I had signed up for, or classes that you're responsible for. WGU will also provide you with web-based study material for every single class. For IT, this included reading books through Certify, watching videos on CBT Nuggets, and doing practice exams with Boson. You also need a webcam, so when you take an exam, the proctor is able to look at you. They also need to look at your whole desk and your screen to make sure no cheating happens. Many people on the Facebook WGU study group complain about the proctors, but if you follow all the guidelines, it usually goes without any issues. For example, you have to scan your room with the webcam, even if you have already placed it in the perfect location. They also ask you to turn off any other monitors, TVs, or printers that are in the same room. The only issue I ever had with them was with my webcam not focusing good, so it took a few minutes for them to view my ID, which you also have to show to verify your identity. Doing these steps did not bother me as I was able to take tests at any time of the day. I didn't have to drive X amount of minutes to a testing center, and I could even take a test on my PJs. So, who is WG for? Is it for everyone? Well, do you hate traditional long semesters, mandatory in person attendance, and super stressful finals? Do you wish you could pass one class at a time and study at any time? Do you hate having to depend on other people when working on group projects and wish you could knock it out by yourself? Are you a parent and do not have time to drive to college multiple times a week or maybe because of work? Well, if you like the sound of those, then WGU is right for you. The semesters are 6 months long and you can do as few classes as possible or as many depending on how fast you want to go. Some people do the minimum to be full time, which is around 3 to 4 classes per semester, and some people love accelerating and doing up to 10 or more classes. There's even reports of people doing their degrees in as little as 6 months or even a year. For my IT bachelor's degree, I took about 3 semesters or 1.5 years. And for the MBA, it took me 2 semesters or 1 full year. So now I want to talk to you about the IT degree in networking and security. I completed this IT degree for network operations and security. I loved all the classes, which helped me become a better technical writer, taught me actual technical skills, and also gave me a good foundation of IT certification that I could use to help build my resume and get a good IT job. Traditional IT colleges will not get you any IT certifications and mostly just make you read books and take tests. I briefly attended Penn State World Campus, which is their online school for security and risk analysis. I did a few classes where I basically just read books, took tests, and worked on very annoying group projects that took a whole semester, along with annoying weekly meetings. I hated it so much that I left that school and I didn't really learn any real life IT skills. However, when I switched to WGU, I was able to bring in credit for my already earned A plus and Network plus, which gave me a quick 8 credits. I was also able to earn the CCNA, CCNA Security, and the CCDA Design, Project Plus, and a few more. The only difference when you have to test for the certifications is having to go into a testing center with Pearson centers and then showing the results to your course mentor. However, because of the pandemic, you were able to take them from home. Now I wanted to briefly discuss about the MBA degree and my experience with it. So I chose to earn an MBA because I've always liked the idea of one day owning my own business and the possibility to help me advance with management positions with my current company doing IT. With this degree, I was able to knock it out in 12 stressful months. I had to write about 3 to 4 papers, and the rest were either reading, doing homework, and taking a final exam. The hardest course for me was a finance class, which I had to take 3 attempts to pass it. This one kicked my butt definitely and almost made me quit. But I was determined, and after tons of practice with the formulas and the questions, I was able to pass with a good grade. Overall, I learned a great deal on management, marketing, finance, and strategy. My favorite course was definitely the capstone, where I had to run a business simulation where you get to invest money on your own bicycle business and you get to make business decisions with reports after each quarter, and you have to show how well your business is doing. After finishing the business simulation, you have to make a report to the investors and report to them how your business is doing. This included having to do a video PowerPoint presentation and the final 10 to 15 page paper on how the business did. In conclusion, WGU is not for everyone, but it was the best thing for me. Having a family, a full-time job, and needing to advance within the IT industry, WGU let me accomplish all of that. Is it easy? Of course not. It requires determination and the hunger of why you want that degree. If you are young and are able to attend in person, I recommend you go that route, as it's a good experience to have. I did attend in person for my associate's degree, and I learned a lot going in person. If you can only do classes at night or the weekends, or if you just want to dedicate 6 to 12 months to knock out your degree, then WGU is your best option. I hope this video is able to help some of you out there to make a decision if WGU is the right fit for you. If you like this video, hit the like and subscribe so I can keep creating more content for you. Thanks for watching.